Happy February, Taurus. Welcome to your February 2019 monthly tarot reading. In this reading, I will be looking into the overall energy of the month, what you need to be aware of. I'll give you any heads up of anything that I see. I'll also give you a few dates that you're going to want to pay attention to. Not to say anything crazy is going to happen, but these are dates that you want to write down, journal at the least. Pay attention to what synchronicities the universe is showing you around this time. So let's get right into it. I already have your cards pulled due to this being my second recording. So even better, we'll get straight into the message. First card that came out was the King of Cups. Okay, so I know that a lot of you are dealing with Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Also check your sun, moon, and rising when it comes to any videos that I put up. Because if your sun or moon doesn't resonate, your rising probably will. King of Cups in reverse brings about an energy of being emotionally draining. You being emotionally draining to other people feeling emotionally drained by you. This isn't your energy. This is the water energy. Now, yes, of course, this can be a month where you're just more emotional than you usually are. Or you're dealing with this person who is just causing you this emotional plug to feel like it's just my spirit, my soul just feels completely drained. I'm trying, and nothing I ever do is good enough. Like they say, misery loves company, so you have to watch it with the King of Cups because upright, he's one of my favorite kings. He's the type of person who emotionally understands you, is there for you, wants to be there when you cry, wants to be that shoulder that you can lean on. But in reverse, he's emotionally hurt. This is a person who has grown up, that's dealt with a lot of hurt and issues and trauma, and now is at a place where either life is making he or she remember the things that they went through, which is too much, and can sometimes be pushed upon that other person. So you just have to watch it, okay? Next card out, Three of Wands in reverse. This card is, I'm trying to get going. I'm pushing through. I have plans. I know what I want to do, but why isn't it moving as fast as I need it to? Why am I being slowed down? Is it this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy slowing you down, slowing down the plans? Or is it just you're letting your emotions hold you back? Emotions, passion, all works together in our greater good when we're trying to move forward with something new. Get to that place that we can finally say, I've learned the skill. I've come up with this idea. And now I'm at this place of moving on. But you're not ready to move on. You're not ready to move on from this emotionally draining situation, whether it's a job or relationship. And you're at the place to where you're kind of just like, I just don't know. And maybe it's like, you know, someone is causing this, okay, if it's not you. Next card out, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, Taurus. So don't give up. You know, life is always going to give you things that are going to make you build a certain type of resistance or resilience about yourself. Throwing in the towel and getting drunk and drinking, 2 bottles of wine, or dealing with people who don't have that drive to want to keep pushing. And then what happens is we just get to this place where it's just like, you know what, I'm done. Or maybe I don't want to compete. And some of you all are dealing with third-party situations. A cheater who has someone else, and you know it and you feel it. And they're making you compete for their attention and their love. And you're like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to keep competing for that position at work. I don't want to keep competing for your attention. I don't want to do it. I just want to solidify my victories, push forward, and not be held back. Months that I should say dates within February that I want you to kind of journal or just really pay attention to. Numbers. We have 3, 4, 5. So the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. You want to journal. You want to write to yourself. You want to write down what's going on in my life. What do I want to change? So we have the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th. We also have the number 7. 7. So the 7th should be a big day. or just a day that you really want to focus on spiritually. And then we have the 9th, okay? We want to pay attention to the 9th around February. Really like that first, week and a half of February. You really just want to be paying attention to what's going on. And here you are, Taurus, the Hierophant. I'm not surprised. Going through January, you damn near had your wig split. It was so much energy. So that deep Scorpio energy was just pulling you on a soul level out of your comfort zone. Aquarius, everything futuristic playing its part. And of course, Leo, shining that light. And you will be able to build new organizations. You will be able, for any of my Taurus who are looking, this will be a good month for you to join a group, join an organization, build your own group or organization, not-for-profit organization. Of course, the Hierophant is the church. It's things that have always been. And now you are at a place to where you still have that Taurus energy of luxury and love and pushing forward. But you're at a position to where you have to revise it in a different way, okay? But this is beautiful. This is great. A lot of you will be starting new relationships also this month. Or even going back to, is this third party worth me staying into? Is it worth it? Or do I want to put my marriage first? Do I want to put marriage material first? Am I dealing with individuals who are not really giving me this marriage energy that I need in the future? Then we have the 7 of Coins, taking your time, really building on those things that you believe in. Keep perfecting, because ultimately it's going to lead you to this place of winning, but just not right now. Now, that's not to say that, this can't be a victorious month for you, but I feel like it's more of a rebuilding month. I feel like it's more of a, even with this card here, this situation will improve. I feel like it's improvements. I feel like it's you taking your time to patiently perfect and craft the relationships, the job, the security that you see, that you want. We're coming out of that eclipse at the end of January. That was a 2-year cycle. We're starting new. So you don't have to say, oh, I'm scratching everything. No, you should be perfecting on these things, okay? The Chariot, slow down and travel. Maybe not the best month to travel. Or if you do, this is just a heads up that, things won't go as quickly as you want it to. It can feel like a Mercury retrograde, okay? It's like, I booked the ticket, I'm trying to get going, and damn it, the lady is just talking to the guy for 20 minutes. I'm about to miss my flight. All of that. And even for my people who aren't taking flights and it's not anything dealing with movement or moving, this can be a slowdown in moving if some of my Taurus out there are trying to relocate. The victory is coming. It's just being slowed down. The Chariot is asking you to balance light and dark. Look at yourself. Look at the position that you play within the community. Look at how quickly, how are you letting these people emotionally drain you and hold you back? Or are you looking to your victories? Are you realizing I have light and dark within me and I'm going to balance both? A lot of you Taurus out there are dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Libra, Aquarius, heavy Aquarius energy, and Gemini. And of course, Aries. A lot of you are dealing with Aries also. Okay. And I'll explain a little more about the Chariot, because it's getting into this 5 of Coins, feelings of being left out in the cold, dealing with people putting you out, you wanting to put other people out. This spread can be clearly an energy of I'm bored, I'm done, I'm tired, and you're out. By relationship, by person who should have been there for me, by job that wasn't paying me enough. And others of you are in a position to where you're feeling like this. Things are being slowed down and you're feeling left out in the cold financially. Not a big financial month. Not saying that you still shouldn't be building, but this is saying finance is not the month to make a big financial investment either. Because feelings of being left out in the cold, they hurt. And you always feel like I need, I want, I should have. This is needing that helping hand. not being in a position to give it. Or what? Are we dealing with people who are emotionally draining us because they constantly want to ask, and don't want to replenish, don't want to give? It's ridiculous. Nine of Wands with the Four of Cups. But you're still a soldier. You're still going. You still have this power, Taurus, that you can tap into, but you can't get bored with life. You can't get bored with people, or you can't allow people to overlook you as a blessing. And you can't look at the glass half empty. King of Swords in reverse, pessimistic, narcissistic, talking yourself out of your greatness. I'm tired. I can't. You shouldn't do that. You're not good enough to do that. All of that. We don't need that in our lives. We need people who encourage us, who teach us to find new ways in times that are when adversity is being thrown at us. We have to keep up the fight. We have to keep going. We have to keep the courage. And for my people who are bored and who are in a relationship to where it's like, I'm a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and I am just completely bored with this situation. I need relationship. I need a marriage. I need to feel secure. I need to feel stable. And I can't keep dealing with these people who are emotionally draining me. Well, that's your decision to make, right? But it's so much about standing up for yourself, even with the Emperor here. And for my Taurus who are dealing with people who are, pushing the button on that bull, you can only mess with a bull for so long before it retaliates, and it's going to mess you up. So it's to say, stand up for yourself, but don't let people push you around. Don't let people get you out of your square to where you make a decision emotionally, impulsively, and like, oh shit, I accidentally hit him. I didn't mean to. You don't want to do that, Taurus. Even at work. If you're dealing with a boss, if you're dealing with somebody who is really being a stick in the mud, an asshole to you, I'm sorry, but if they are doing this to you, you have to realize, okay, first off, I'm going to journal. I'm going to pay attention to these dates of the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 7th, and the 9th. Pay attention to those months. Journal. Figure out what's going on. Okay? And the card that you received is this situation will improve. I want to read this to you for the month of February. Your angels want you to know that they are aware that things look difficult right now. However, the situation is going to improve. It may take some time. There will be work, most likely hard work ahead of you, but the effort you put forth will be worth it, and things are going to improve to get better. Now is not the time to give up on wounded friendships or relationships. There is still hope for the future. Take heart and continue to work towards a partnership where both parties are fulfilled and happy in the future. So, how I look at this is recovery. This situation will improve. Whether it's improving for you to move on, or you all improve if you're in a relationship, you improve this situation to realize, hey, can we go to couples counseling? Can we figure out why I'm feeling unworthy? Or is it a matter of needing to let February play out to see how the situation will improve? When situations improve, it can be improvement to where you finally see, oh, this is what it is. It can be a circumstance to where you're like, okay, we improved together. We got over your third party and your emotionally draining energy. And now I'm looking forward to us improving together. You have to see which way it flows for you. Single, in a relationship, married. But your situations in February, this is a recovery month. This is a month of recovery and rebuilding and improvements coming your way. Okay. So glad to have you, Taurus. So happy to do your reading for February. And if it is your first time meeting me, make sure that if you ever need to get a private reading to dig deeper into any of these issues that I speak about, you can always email me at crystalneath@gmail.com. There we can discuss what you need. And of course, I'm there to help. We will do our reading phone call or video chat. Besides that, Taurus, have a great February, and I will see you March.